In this video, we're going to cut straight to the chase and zoom in on what it actually takes to become a content creator. What specific skills and tools you need, what jobs and salaries are out there for you, how to go solo as a freelancer or solopreneur if you want, what handful of formats you need to master, and then finally, how can you and why should you become a content creator yourself. Let's jump in. My name is Rued Riis. I am a full-time content creator, teaching courses and doing YouTube. Yes, that's possible, even with a relatively small following. Last month, I hit $10,000 for the first time, but it took years to get to this point. With that experience, I now wish to share with you how I see the landscape of content creation and what's needed in order to do it well enough to make a living from your own creativity. Pretty cool, right? A modern content creator is someone who creates informational, educational, and entertaining content to be shared and distributed through digital channels. Put very simply, content is a piece of designed information shared through a medium like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or just your own website.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And pretty much any other communication activity that doesn't happen face to face. Then you need some kind of material that tells your story for you, and that's content. A content creator is then the person who writes the blog post, shoots the video, designs the banner ad, and sends out that newsletter. A digital generalist. In rough terms, you can be a content creator in two main ways. You can work for someone else, or you can work for yourself. Let's first look into the jobs and salaries you can get as a content creator employed by a company. You only have to click around LinkedIn jobs for a few moments to realize that there is an abundance of companies that offer high-paying content creation jobs all over the world. Even as a happy solopreneur, it's enough to make me circle around that apply button. But what does it take to land such a job? What are the job requirements? I've gone through a lot of content creator jobs, and some of the most frequent requirements are the ability to come up with ideas together with the other teams and based on both general research on a topic, but also keyword research to figure out what terms and topics to target with your how to string together an engaging story and make it come to life via. Oftentimes you need a bit of experience with all these different formats and show it in your. Have concrete examples of your work. All recruiters want to see what you've made in the past and make sure you have an. Brands want content that is on brand, using the right logos, colors, and fonts. So it's super important that you have attention to detail when you post stuff on. Recruiters want you to know the platforms in and out, what works, what doesn't. You need to be a digital native. Lastly, they often mention your ability to collaborate as a requirement. This is important for any employee and much more so than for a freelance content creator. I'm not that good at that last requirement. I'll probably stay unemployed. I'm probably unemployable at this point. If you're like me, you like to work for yourself, juggle all the products on your own, decide what you do, be a free bird, then you want to be an independent content creator. To put things simple again, there are two ways of doing so. The two main ways to make money as a content creator who is not employed anywhere is either to freelance, sell yourself, or to be a, let's call it, YouTuber, sell something else. I call myself a solopreneur because I run a company of one, not only on YouTube, but mainly on YouTube. So let's just call me a YouTuber. Doesn't really matter that much. The main difference is that freelancing means selling your skills to companies. You charge per hour or per project for making an explainer video for a startup, for example. That's freelancing. The YouTuber, on the other hand, tries to build up an audience and then offer that audience something extra they can buy if they want. I offer video courses and coaching, and sprinkle that with a little bit of brand deals where brands pay me to talk about specific products, and I then link to those products with affiliate links where I get a small commission if someone buys anything. The freelancing and the YouTubing can easily be combined. YouTube is a great place to attract new clients for your freelance business, and the freelance projects are great at honing your skills and thereby upping your YouTube game. My revenue comes from both realms, 50-50. So, now we know what a content creator is, what jobs they get, and how some create their own job. But to get there, there are a number of different skills and formats you need to master. Boring, right? Mastery. But learning just a handful will enable you to create content for any platform in any context. As you know by now, I like to simplify. So there are only 5 formats you need to worry about: text, graphics, sound, photo, and video. If you manage to get your hands on these 5 ingredients, you'll be able to bake up any content cake you can dream of, no matter the platform. Putting together words, texts, it's called copywriting. You don't just use it for blog posts and newsletters, it's also something that goes along with your videos when you post them on YouTube, or the pictures you post on Instagram. It's not about becoming an artist, it's just about developing that aesthetic eye that enables you to design an ebook or create a thumbnail for your videos. Color, composition, hierarchy, all that is more important than what tool you use.
Welcome to the Content Creator Kickstart.
Not only podcast production, but sound is also a voiceover that goes into your video, or a recording of a colleague that talks to the camera. Learn the basics of how to get a quality recording and how to edit it afterwards. Learn how to level up your iPhone game, or figure out how to take photos in manual mode with a camera. When a new colleague joins your company, when a thumbnail needs a crazy photo, or when a new product goes on social.
I put you last, but you're not least.
Last but not least, the format that incorporates all of the above. Script writing, graphics, voiceover, camera handling. It's all needed in order to create a strong video. That's why I think video is a great type of content to pursue learning, because it includes all of the rest of the formats. Those were the 5 formats to learn. I hope you still have your hopes high and feel enthusiastic about becoming a content creator. It might sound daunting at first to learn all these things, but it's actually simpler and easier than ever, especially from a technical standpoint. Let's quickly run over the tools I use to create each of these formats and the process that binds everything together. For text, I use Grammarly. It catches my spelling mistakes, but not only that, it also suggests better formulations when my sentences get a little too complicated. For graphics, I use Canva or Vyond. I made my latest workbook in Canva, but I designed my thumbnails in Vyond. As I said earlier, your eye for design is more important than the tool. For photos, I have a simple camera, Canon M50, and I edit my photos using Mac's built-in preview application to adjust crop, colors, contrast and brightness. Simple and fast. For video, I edit my projects in ScreenFlow. Not because it's the best editing tool, but because I often use screen recordings in my kind of content. And because it's so simple to use. It crashes sometimes, but that keeps it exciting, I guess. Those were the tools, now on to the process. I actually made a whole video about my SRV process, so go ahead and watch that video afterwards to learn how to script, record, and visualize your way towards a final piece of quality video content. A lot to take in, I know. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a place where you could just enroll and you would have everything you needed to become a content creator right there at your fingertips? If you're just getting started as a creator, you might be wondering if it's all even worth it. Why even pursue this kind of career? We've all heard it. In the next few years, AI and robots are going to change the job market completely, right? In time, almost all humans may work to amuse other humans, while robots run competitive primary industries like food production and manufacturing. That's one reason to become a content creator, that you'll have a job in the future where your main task is to educate and amuse other humans. Besides job security, content creation lets you scale yourself and your positive influence on other people. You can speak to a global audience if that's what you want, with no limits to when and where you work. You can travel, see the world, meet new people, and all of that is enabled by a job you love that's rewarding to your life and the lives you touch. And it's not too crowded, and it's not too late to start. True effort gets more and more rare, so no matter how competitive and crowded you think the landscape of content creation is, there's always room for great creators. To become great, you gotta love what you do. Creating video is probably my #1 thing. I love it. And I think that affection needs to be there in order to do well, to land that client, to get that job, or to sell that course. And soon enough, you'll realize that as a content creator, you hold the key to an exciting life, making a living using your creativity. So consider it. Do you consider it? Anything holding you back? Let me know in the comments. Take care.